week 2 and summarization. So looking back, going from Friday. Friday was interesting. Started the day in the afternoon instead of the morning. Very, very different transition for time and purposes. Got to observe younger elementary students. The school functions quite differently with younger kids. For instance, the bathrooms are always unlocked. The students are more quiet and attentive, which kind of confuses me on how the students get the way they are in the high school level, where they move chairs around and such. And then in elementary, they sit in filed rows, and they're very attentive. And the interesting part is they're individualized and socialized, but it was a very, very different evaluation. I also got to see the student body election speeches, which was a very interesting 2 hours of my life because it was some statements and then students got to ask questions. And 4 candidates, 3 guys and 1 female, or girl, or however I choose to use my jargon for male and female. And it was interesting because the girl won, and it was an interesting popularity contest because they specifically took time to have students come out of class by gender. Boys came out and voted, and then girls came out and voted, and they voted separately. They did it online. It was an interesting exercise. They had specific proctors for the vote, and hey, Kat, and it was an interesting thing. It was very different. It was just for the president, no student body. And then I kind of got to watch the elected female president work, and with her friends later on that next day once the election was decided. And it looked like something where she was excited to offer ideas to the school for activities that she thought was important. This week was also an interesting week for me because specifically, you got to see my cat friend. You got to see the cat friend. Okay, so back to me. It was interesting. I could have flipped the camera, but I'm lazy. I got a couple of lessons in where I practiced. I led a section of the lesson for rap and hip hop culture, so students can get an understanding for urban tribes. It was very interesting. They got to listen to music. You got to see kind of what they were into. It was excellent because it helped me plan for the cultural activity that I'd like to do. Then I also did one for sports. I did a lesson on sports, specifically comparing American sports to Colombian, or specifically Colombian sports. They focus on football and basketball. And it helped me come up with my idea for my cultural activity, which specifically is to do a tailgate. Now, the idea was mentioned to me by another fellow who was in the town near Bogota. She said it went okay, but then my mind and the wheels started spinning. So I wanted to do something along the lines of an American tailgate with an infusion of some Colombian stuff at the end. So we're going to play some cornhole and learn some cheers. And we're going to play knockout with basketball. We're going to toss the football around. I haven't figured out a football game. I think football is a kind of a boring game if you're not directly playing the game. And then have some cheers, do some chants, help them understand kind of how pep bands go and waves and introduction music, which is sort of different than what I've seen as far as South American and any other culture in the world, what we do introductions for sports and preparation for sports very differently. And then my goal is hopefully to have them play a soccer game. My actual goal is to have it on, I think it's the 23rd of March, it's a Thursday, and it's the same day as the Colombian national team starts back with the World Cup qualifiers. So after we play the game, we'll have some students specifically play a football match here at the school. I think that'd be an excellent idea. So as I wrap up, I think I'm going to wrap up again showing you the cat. That's very interesting. Peace out.